And this rocket ship has left the launch pad. Once again, guys, for those of you who just joined us, my name is Max Garza III. I'm calling in out of North America. Tonight, you're going to hear about the Power On Xpress company overview, their explosive XECoin, which is a public cryptocurrency, guys, and their parent company, Exergonics. So obviously, as many of you know, we are super excited to bring you the story about a cryptocurrency that is going to revolutionize the way we do things on a daily basis, guys. And really, the reason why we get excited is because there's a lot of parallels between what is going on with the XECoin and what has happened with the Bitcoin. For many of you that are starting to get more information about Bitcoin and blockchain technology, remember, the innovation of Bitcoin is perhaps the most intriguing development of the early 21st century, ladies and gentlemen. In the span of only 8 years, the digital currency has jumped from being traded at 4/10 of a penny to highs over $1,200 per Bitcoin. That's right, you heard that right. Over $1,200 per Bitcoin. Now, in that time, we've seen individuals, government organizations, and large corporations warm up to the idea that Bitcoin may be a form of cyber money. Now, pundits have been predicting for years. And just to let you know, guys, if you want to book space travel, Virgin Atlantic takes Bitcoin right now, right? I paid with Bitcoin for a subway the other day. Expedia takes Bitcoin. So as we know it, guys, there's a gold rush occurring underneath our noses. And I tell people the reason why people are gravitating towards Bitcoin, blockchain, Ethereum's blockchain, and Ether coins is because at the end of the day, there's the outside control of any centralized institution, like a bank, a government. They don't own Bitcoin. They don't own the blockchain. This is why more and more people are looking at blockchain technology. This is why $2 billion worth of VC capital has been invested into blockchain technology. And so you got to understand, guys, because this technology is going to change the way people do daily things as a human culture. What I mean by that, you're talking about with smart contract technology on Ethereum's blockchain, where our XECoin will be. We're talking about being able to put solar power purchase agreements, energy storage solution contractual agreements, land deeds, car titles, you name it, guys, car registrations, medical records, voting records. This is why people are so excited about the future. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, just a few years ago, we're trying to learn how to use email, right? We didn't know what hypertext transfer protocol was, HTTP, but we know that we could press a button and send an email from North America to China, or China to Germany, or Germany to Canada. Guys, we are adopting technology at an even faster pace right now, and this is why this Power On Xpress overview will give you the information necessary to make an educated decision about your family's financial future. So let's begin. So now our vision is to create a better, cleaner, and cheaper way to provide energy around the world. Our company has a simple question for each and every one of you around the world. Are you plugged in? And I know that sounds like a simple question, guys, a funny question if you think about it. But of course you are. We all are, from our cell phones to our cars, homes, our schools, and even our sources of food. Without energy, we are powerless, literally. Our whole existence depends on production, distribution, and consumption of energy. One tradable commodity none of us can live without. And guys, remember, we have 7.5 billion global citizens around the world. And right now, as we speak, we have about 6 billion mobile connected devices. By 2020, they project that we're going to have 50 billion mobile connected devices. And obviously, as we grow as a society, we are not going to use any less energy. So when we're talking about cryptocurrency and decentralized forms of payment, guys, remember, not just are you seeing the big trend when it comes to cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, but you right now are also seeing a phenomenally titanic trend in energy deregulation and energy storage solutions. So now tonight we're going to talk about 3 disruptive industries: network marketing, blockchain technology, and energy storage. Now obviously, guys, when we talk about network marketing, we're talking about the greatest distribution model on the face of the planet, right? Last year alone, there's about $183 billion to $200 billion in products and services that were traded and sold on network marketing distribution models, guys. So many of you call it referral marketing, many of you call it affiliate marketing, but at the end of the day, you got to remember one thing. When you can get the message out to people that want to hear the message, right, where they're not going to hang up on telemarketers, where They're not going to answer the door for a door-to-door guy. This is the reason why companies like XECoin are looking for distribution models where they can get their products out to the world. Because at the end of the day, guys, we are a global company. There's only two countries you cannot do business in. That's Iran and North Korea. Other than that, you can build a massive empire around the world. And we're going to do that through network marketing. Now, when we talk about blockchain technology, guys, this is a trillion-dollar industry. This is going to change human culture as you and I know it. Because at the end of the day, just like I told you guys, right now there's so much money being invested in blockchain technology. You have banks, you have Wall Street that are trying to figure out, because of literally blockchain is limitless. There's so many things you can do with it. And when we talk about the XECoin, we're talking about the Ethereum blockchain, which is smart contract technology. So because we are in the energy storage space, we're going to be able to not have to need an intermediary when it comes to contractual agreements, thereby making it more efficient, more secure, and cheaper for our customers. Now, when we talk about energy storage, guys, every single country, I tell people this, in every neighborhood right now, or at least in every country that you visit, there is a big push towards renewable energy. The reason why many governments and many countries are moving towards renewable energy is because a lot of energy grid infrastructure is very, very old. I mean, we're talking about infrastructure from the 40s, 50s, and 60s, guys. So this is why you see a lot of rolling blackouts in countries, because their energy infrastructure is very old. So this is why many people are moving towards solar PV systems, biomass, hydro, wind, you name it. But what is also occurring at the same time is that many people are trying to become grid independent, meaning they don't want to have to pull power from a grid, especially if there's a lot of inefficiencies or if there's a lot of natural disasters. So energy storage is a trend that is going to get more and more massive, literally doubling every single year as we know it right now, and you are right in front of that trend. So now let's talk about phase one. We call this the digitization of energy. Energy plus blockchain equals the future. And look at that beautiful picture, guys. Look at our XECoin. Look how pretty it looks. So now when we talk about cryptocurrency, guys, in just 8 years, Bitcoin has dominated the market with a cap of $15 billion. Now, Bitcoin is disrupting the concept of money and has opened the door for other digital currencies such as the XECoin. And what makes it exciting, guys, is at the end of the day, you got to remember this. Because of the security factors of blockchain technology, it's not a centralized locality like banks, right? So we have heard many stories about banks getting hacked, governments getting hacked. So when you hear stories about like Home Depot where millions of records were just out on the internet because they got hacked, that's why people are looking at blockchain technology. I read a stat where it said that if somebody who tried to hack the Bitcoin blockchain right now, it would cost them $500 billion every 10 minutes just to try and hack it. And to date, right now, the Bitcoin blockchain has never been successfully hacked. So again, not only is it decentralized, not only is it not owned by any bank, not owned by a government, it can't be disrupted by a singular person. Guys, you got to understand one thing. This technology is not going to go anywhere. It's just like all the other disruptive technologies we've ever seen in our lifetimes. Color televisions, fax machines, computers, mobile devices. For some of y'all, steam engines, right? But at the end of the day, I tell people this. The people that got in front of those massive trends, they made a ton of money, right? We know many family members, many business associates that have gotten in front of these trends and literally overnight changed their family's financial futures. So congratulations for being in the right place as far as a disruptive trend at the right time. Now, when we talk about our XECoin, the XEC, remember, guys, it's just like Bitcoin. XECoin's value is based upon supply and demand. However, XECoin is 100% underwritten by stored energy generated from current and future assets and revenues of XERGonics, creating a currency with a true intrinsic value. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever on global public exchanges, the XECoin is the only coin that's going to be backed by clean, green, renewable energy, carbon credits, and physical products from our parent company, XERGonics. Guys, not only is it going to give our XECoin stability in global exchanges around the world, but it's going to give it valuation for decades upon decades to come. So at the end of the day, you're seeing it right now between 10 cents and 19 cents because people are already starting to buy it, in bulk. So I tell people this: we don't have a time machine, right? We can't go back in time and buy Bitcoin at 10 cents in 2010. But I keep telling people, we can't buy Ethereum's coin Ether at 10 cents either. But guess what we can do? We can buy XECoin right now at 10 cents to 19 cents, depending on where you get it. So timing is to business as location is to real estate, guys. Congratulations. Let's talk a little more about energy storage. In 2017, we expect the global market to grow 47% from the already record-breaking year in 2016 in terms of new storage capacity deployed. Now, through 2020, Navigant forecasts over 29.4 gigawatts of new storage capacity to be deployed worldwide across all sectors and a compound annual growth rate of 60%. And for those of you that don't know much about power, guys, 1 gigawatt can power about 725,000 homes. 1 megawatt can power about 1,000 homes. So you're talking about massive, massive, massive gains over the next couple of years. And guess what? Y'all are seeing this before hundreds of millions of people, so congratulations. So now let's talk a little more about network marketing. So global retail sales reached $183 billion in 2015, an increase of 7.7% since 2014. Now in 2015, guys, 103 million people were involved in network marketing globally, up 4.4% from 2014. On your screen, ladies and gentlemen, this is a pie chart of the global retail sales. Now, obviously, you'll see Europe with 19% of those sales. You'll see America with 34% of those sales. And then, obviously, Asia-Pacific is leading the pack at 46%, and the rest comes from Africa and the Middle East, guys. So what I tell people is this: if you have any contacts in any of these countries or these parts of the world, guys, don't be scared to share the information. You could be one person away, one marketing partner away from financial freedom. Literally, guys, you might find somebody that needs energy infrastructure, right? You might find somebody that knows a lot about cryptocurrency and is excited about it, right? And they create a revolution. So I tell people, make sure you share this information like it's your last day on earth. Because if you literally go out and start just sharing information, there is no way you're going to lose. Now let's talk about this stunningly good-looking man. His name is Don Nasanka. Look at that baby face. He's the XECoin founder. He's the chairman, president, and CEO. Now, guys, his background is like a background that you see of the American Dream. If there's a movie about the American Dream, it would be Don Nasanka. Now, he's the founder of Kokum America and Dow Kokum, which is the first lithium polymer plant in the United States. Now, Don has been honored by the Lumina Foundation, which is the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, for his contribution to education and the idea of the Innovation Campus. And guys, he's also been honored by former President Barack Obama. So when I tell you that the captain of our ship literally has a distinguished career, but not only just a distinguished career, guys, he has a philanthropistic outlook on life. I got to meet him, face to face in Anaheim, California, and I got to talk to him for about 10 to 15 minutes. He is such a down-to-earth man. He cares about people, and his vision to help people around the world really made me understand that I am putting my energies into the right company. So now let's talk about the XECoin energy storage. Now, XECoin is one of the leading producers of distributed energy storage system technology and a pioneer in this industry today. Combining advanced nanotechnology with proven power management enables XECoin to provide efficient energy storage systems that are portable, modular, and can easily be tied to existing infrastructure. Storing energy is now easier, and it's in your hands globally. So on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, this is an ESS tower design. One of these towers, guys, can power a restaurant, a hotel, a warehouse. I mean, I keep telling people this. You're going to be able to offer these products around the world, ladies and gentlemen. There's going to be so many businesses, organizations, governments, villages that need this kind of infrastructure, and it's going to be at the tip of your hands, right? So at the very top of this ESS tower, guys, you have your battery management system, which is basically the brains. In the middle, you have the security software, so nobody can hack it. At the very bottom, you see the thermal management, basically so it doesn't overheat. Now, here to the right at the top, guys, you can see the stackable battery stages. And then at the bottom, you can see these advanced batteries, guys. Again, we got to see all these products, in person, live and in color. One of the things that we were super excited to actually review, touch, hold, and learn more about was the Vertigo dock. So each one of these vertical blades is 1 kW of energy, guys. So basically, 1 kW of power is 1,000 watts. So imagine, guys, if you have a vehicle that was produced past the year 2008, in the back of your vehicle, you have what's called a 6-pin. And you can actually put this Vertigo dock, you can dock it to the back of your vehicle. Now, as you're driving around, ladies and gentlemen, your car produces energy, right? Your brakes, your exhaust, your alternator, your battery. Now, imagine as you're driving around, you are recharging your Vertigo dock with all the blades in there, guys. I mean, how many people do you know that drive for Uber? How many people do you know that drive for Lyft? Or maybe they just drive a lot for their business in general. As you're driving around in the future, guys, you're going to be able to trade energy back and forth to the grid just like currency. And for those of you that have mobile devices, I mean, I'm staring right now at my tablet, my Android tablet, my Note 5. I also have a Galaxy S7 Edge. So at the end of the day, guys, if let's say I want to recharge all of these things and my laptop, I could pull one of these blades out when it's fully charged and boom. I don't have to worry about plugging it into a wall. I've got a Vertigo blade, right? So there are so many things that we're going to be able to do with these products in the future, guys. And for many of you that already have renewable, let's say that you have a solar PV system at your house, you'll be able to obviously plug it in. And just so you know, the average home around the world uses between 1,500 and 2,500 kilowatt hours per month. So if you had 10 of these blades, you're talking about having, if they're fully charged, 10,000 watts of energy, right? So you basically could power your home for a month or two, depending on your usage. Not bad, considering that you won't have to draw power from the grid anymore. Super exciting. On your screen, guys, this is an article from the McKinsey Group. It's basically talking about the new economics of energy storage. And to summarize it, guys, it basically just says energy storage can make money right now. Finding the opportunities requires digging into real-world data. And remember at the very beginning of our conversation, guys, we spoke about how many governments are pushing for renewable energy. Well, guess what those industrial plants, those commercial businesses, those governments that are adopting all this renewable energy need? Energy storage solutions. So again, guys, this technology is in its infancy, and you're seeing it grow every single day, every single week, every single month. But the beauty of it is that you're going to be able to take advantage of that growth financially, because you're going to be able to offer it to people around the world. So now let's talk a little more about the business structure. On your screen, guys, this is our compliance, legal, audits, and accounting. So on your left-hand side, our parent company is managed by the XECoin Investment Ltd. So here you see XECoin, right? They're also managed. They also manage Coda Energy, Vertigo, Neighborhood Power, and Bioactis. I like when people say Bioactis because that sounds more like I'm an actor with an accent. So I'm going to start calling it Bioactis. And on the right-hand side, guys, you have the XECoin Investment Partners. So the XECoin Investment Partners manages the Global Power PTE, which manages the Power On Xpress, our marketing arm, right? Also the XECoin Holding Inc. that manages our XECoin. So at the end of the day, guys, remember, we are working with a titan in the industry of energy storage solutions. So when we can tell people that we are the marketing arm for XECoin, and if you go to their website, guys, our parent company's homepage, if you go to www.exegonix.com, right on their homepage, you will see the Power On Xpress logo. So for those of you that sometimes text me or call me and go, hey, people are saying that, we don't work with XECoin, I was like, well, I don't know what to tell y'all guys, because at the end of the day, we are on their home page, their very first page that the whole world sees. Power On Xpress is on that bad boy 24/7. So now let's talk about how we make it all work, guys. On your screen, this is a 40-foot shipping container, which is an energy storage solution. So obviously, guys, it's portable, it's modular, and you can fit about 5 to 6 of those ESS towers, if not more, inside of these containers, guys. If you put 2 of these containers back to back, ladies and gentlemen, you could basically power 800 residential homes. They would produce between 1 megawatt to about 4 megawatts of power per hour. And the beautiful thing about these energy storage solutions is that they can plug into conventional energy plants, hydro systems, solar PV systems, wind turbines. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we are capturing 67% of the wasted energy so that we can provide our customers cheaper, cleaner, and better energy. And all of this commerce globally goes to underwrite our XECoin, given its stability in the marketplace and valuation for decades to come. This is one of the main reasons why I tell people, when you can take advantage of a coin that's going to be this stable in marketplaces and be able to buy it at a low valuation, right? When you purchase it at 10 cents or 14 cents or 19 cents, it'll be a lot better than a year from now. Let's say a year from now it's at, 10 bucks, 20 bucks, $100. I'm not clairvoyant, but I will tell you that what I'm seeing with other cryptocurrencies, alternative coins, many of them are making massive runs, and they're not backed by anything except trust. So I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, can I be clairvoyant? Nope. But I can tell you what I see on CoinMarketCap every day, and that's why I show you that now before the webinars, because I want you to understand one thing. A lot of countries, a lot of individuals, a lot of businesses are starting to adopt cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. So you're going to see a lot of people putting in buy and sell orders for this XECoin around the world. So now let's talk about the investment trust. On your screen, guys, you see the Vertigo, Albadora, and Coda Energy. So all of these companies, this investment trust, goes to underwrite our XECoin on global public exchanges. Now, when we talk about products, you got to remember one thing, ladies and gentlemen. The very first thing we're going to talk about, one of the most important things, is the exchange energy units, or the XEU. Now, XE units are the product members get when they buy a power plan in the Power On Xpress. Now, an XEU is a proprietary unit of energy, initially 1 watt, which can be utilized within the Vertigo product range or sold on the XEU platform. Now, what I want you to really understand tonight, guys, is that the XEU usage, it's got many different ways you can use an XEU. As an example, it can be traded amongst the members on the XEU platform. It can be redeposited into our loyalty program, and it can be converted to XECoin and transferred to your hot wallet, just like Bitcoin. Now, my favorite of all is that it can be traded on public exchanges around the world. So one of the things you have to ask yourself when people approach you about cryptocurrencies or pseudo-cryptocurrencies, because there are a lot out there, I always tell them, hey, what public exchange, global public exchange, can I see the buy and sell orders on for your coin? Number one. If they tell me that they're not on a public exchange, I don't even ask question 2. But secondarily, the question I ask is, can I download my own wallet to my PC, my Mac, my Linux, or even a mobile wallet? Now, if they say that there's no wallet, no personal wallets, I don't even follow up with these people. Why? Because that is not a cryptocurrency, guys. That is an internalized token system. The reason why I say that is because if they're not on a global public exchange like Poloniex, Kraken, Bittrex, C-CEX.com, guys, they're not a cryptocurrency. If they're saying that you can just buy and sell internally, run. Because if you're not going to be able to see a coin on a global public exchange, it is not worth wasting your time. So now let's talk about this distributed energy storage system. Guys, remember when we're talking about certain countries and certain villages that might need energy infrastructure? Well, remember, let's say that some country or some village is hit by a natural disaster and they don't have energy infrastructure, right? Like utility infrastructure, poles and wires. They could basically set up their own utility with many of our products around the world. This is why I'm telling you guys, we're going to change the way people use energy and energy storage solutions for decades to come. Now let's talk a little more about the soil healing system. On your screen, guys, you're looking at a product that's called Bioactus. Now, Bioactus is a very valuable product. Why? Because imagine how many people you know that grow crops or eat food, right? Vegetables, fruits, you name it, right? Bioactus cools the planet down. Basically, it lowers the albedo effect. It's 100% organic, and this is patented technology, guys. They've been working on this technology for over 3 decades. Now, the greatest thing about Bioactus is that you, with the Power On Xpress, have worldwide exclusivity. So imagine people that you know that are farmers or in agriculture, right, that grow food for a living, or even if they grow food for their families. Imagine being able to help them learn more about a product that no matter where they live, no matter how much their soil has been farmed, because remember, many people have overfarmed their land, so it's lacking the crucial vitamins and minerals to grow crops, right? So imagine when you show them this product and tell them that it doesn't matter if they live in a territory that is close to a desert. It doesn't matter if they live in a territory that's been overfarmed. This product will help them grow crops. I mean, if you just look at this picture, guys, look at this with grown with bioactives versus not grown with bioactives. I'm telling you guys, you're going to not just change the way people grow food, but the way they eat it, right? Because it's going to be a lot more nutritionally sound for them. That's what's exciting for me, because I have a lot of friends around the world, and they are excited to get this bioactives in their hands. Now let's talk about Vertigo. So obviously, guys, Vertigo, a lot of our products, they're going to help commercial businesses, industrial complexes, even residential homes, right? Because sometimes these residential homeowners own businesses or they're part of governments. Whenever these businesses get their energy bills, guys, or these industrial complexes or these governments, they pay what's called a demand function. So our products in the future will help those entities lower their peak power demand. And what's exciting is you're going to be able to save some businesses a couple $100. If they're multi-franchise businesses, maybe a couple thousand, a couple $100,000. Large industrial complexes or governments, a couple $1 million. Guys, energy is a $8 trillion a year industry, and it's only growing, right? So I tell people this, to be able to offer a product that's going to help them lower their bill every single month, that's powerful. Now, when we talk about energy storage, remember, by 2020, they're projecting to have 50 billion mobile connected devices. What do we need? We need energy, right? We need to recharge those mobile devices, and you'll be able to offer that solution with our Vertigo energy storage solution. Now, when we talk about hydro systems, guys, in the future, when we are deploying our Vertigo kiosks, we'll be able to capture the 67% inefficiencies that go with a lot of these energy systems, guys. And the beautiful thing about it is, at the end of the day, you understand one thing. There are a lot of vehicles, like if we come down here to the middle, there are a lot of vehicles right now that are electric around the world. And there's a lot of cars, a lot of car models that Ford has, GM, Porsche, Tesla, you name it, guys. Everybody's coming out with electric vehicles, right? So imagine if there's countries right now that are doing a mandate that are banning petrol and gas vehicles, like the Netherlands. I think it's 2024, 2025. They're banning petrol and gas vehicles. So all around the world, there's going to be an influx of more electric vehicles. And in the future, with our Vertigo kiosks, not only will they be able to recharge their vehicles, right? But they'll also, if they got Vertigo blades and they're recharged, they can also buy and sell energy back to the grid like currency, guys. And obviously, when we talk about mobile and web apps, guys, we are such a digitally connected society that you'll be able to track, measure, and share all of this information around the world with one click of a button. I mean, I see my little cousins that are like 4, 5, 6, 7 years old that literally will program iPhones, Android devices for my aunts and uncles or my friends, right, their kids. And so it just goes to show you how technology is being adopted. But at the end of the day, because of the ability to share this information, this is why I tell y'all, y'all literally have the absolute best way to market right now, which is called a smartphone. And I call it an ATM machine. I don't even call it a smartphone. When I look at my smartphone, I'm like, that's my ATM. Why? Because every time I make a phone call, every time I send a text message, every time I send a Facebook message, I am dialing for dollars, right? Because there are so many people around the world that need our products, or there's so many people around the world that need a financial miracle. And you, ladies and gentlemen, can be that financial miracle for many people. So now when we talk about the Cube, we're talking about the first ever tool for monetizing your own private carbon print, guys. Now, the Cube is going to measure inside your own apartment, house, or building. It's a very unique tool that gives us the ability to create our own micro measurement. It's decentralized and with a proof of art technology. Now, for the first time, you see what happens inside your area. And together in the Power On Xpress, this gives us the unique ability to apply for carbon credits as a group. And guys, because of the Kyoto Act, many businesses around the world, many industrial businesses especially, they have to lower their carbon footprint by certain mandates, right? And if they don't, they get fined millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars. So we're talking about a $1 trillion industry, guys, and we're talking about carbon credits around the world on public exchanges. And these credits will, again, back up the coin's value, the XECoin, and, again, exclusively for the Power On Xpress members. So, guys, these platforms that you're seeing right now, they're not going to be a Kmart. They're not going to be a Walmart. They're going to be only offered through people just like you on this webinar tonight. So now when we talk about phase 2, if phase 1 doesn't allow you to sleep tonight, phase 2 will do an even better job. Why? Because the timeline is defined, guys. We have a track record in the industry, a well thought out plan. As an example, in 2003, Don and his companies were working with nanocell development and automotive powertrains. One of the very first vehicles that Don's company Dow Crocom worked with, guys, was Lotus. Lotus was creating their very first electric vehicle, and inside of that vehicle, they had the Dow Crocom batteries, right? So imagine a few years later, everybody knows who Tesla is, right? Tesla came and purchased that technology. So when I tell you that Don Nasanka is a pioneer, literally, I call him the Steve Jobs of energy storage solutions, because he really is. When you have companies like Tesla purchasing your technology, you know we're going to go far in this industry, guys. In 2008, we're working with defense aerospace applications. In 2010, battery management systems. Now, in 2012, it was pretty exciting because we brought about solar power purchase agreements and energy storage system development. 2014 brought vehicle systems, and just this past year, ladies and gentlemen, XECoin acquired Coda Energy in 2016, thereby allowing you to have products every single quarter to offer to global citizens around the world. So now in 2017, we'll have our vertical launch and our cube deployment. As we speak right now, guys, the software is being tested. 2019 will be a very, very explosive year for many of us because the XECoin home system will be deployed. As we speak right now, guys, Tesla and Orison Energy are doing pilot programs in Australia and New Zealand. The reason being is many citizens over there are integrating solar PV systems to their homes. And what Tesla has, it's called a wall battery. It's kind of like our home system. But basically what they're doing, guys, is they're trying to create micro-utilities where people don't have to draw power from the local utility. So basically cutting the cord from the utility and becoming your own micro-utility. So this is what the home system is going to allow you to do around the world, is you're going to be able to offer people not just the ability to cut the cord and become their own micro-utility, guys, but also be able to buy and sell energy back to the grid just like currency. Now, between 2019 and 2020, you'll see the vertical kiosks deployed around the world. And also, guys, in 2020, we're talking about power purchase agreements with other renewables such as biomass, hydro, wind, you name it, guys. Remember, a lot of this technology is going to underwrite your XECoin for decades to come. So when I tell people that the timeline for the future is exciting, literally I have goosebumps right now when I'm talking to you about the future, because right now in 2017, by the time you know it, we blink and we're in 2020, guys. So get off to a fast start. It will never be easier than right now. On your screen, ladies and gentlemen, this is our power plan, or these are all our power plans. These are our digital XECoin packages, everything from a power plan 1 to a power plan 7. Now, all these price points are in euros. So as you can see, the power plan 1 is 199 euro, power plan 2 is 599 euro, and so on and so forth. We're going to focus on one of our most popular plans right now around the world, the power plan 5. So the price point for the power plan 5 is 5,099 euros. You get 50,000 XE units awarded in that platform. Now, this has a 5,000 euros of either personal sales or group sales in volume, depending on if you offer to somebody and they purchase it directly from you, or if somebody on your marketing team around the world offered it around the world and they purchased it, right? So 5,000 euros of either personal sales or group sales. You have a 30,000 euro binary cap, which means that's how much you can get paid up to every single week. And you have a binary percentage payout of 10 to 12%, depending on your personal sales volume. So what I tell people is this, guys. It is not mandatory to purchase a power plan with our company. You can actually secure your position for absolutely free. That's right. You can secure your position for free. You can bring your marketing partners in for free. But what I tell people is this. You will never, ever, ever be able to buy the XECoin at 10 cents ever again. because at this wrinkle in time, it's a between 10 and 14, sometimes 19 cents, just depending on where they're buying it. But guys, you got to remember one thing. Bitcoin started off at less than a penny. Then it got to 10 cents, then 50 cents, $1, $62, $100, $500. I mean, right now as we speak, just a few days ago, it was trading, one Bitcoin was trading at more than the price for 1 ounce of gold. So what I tell people is timing is everything sometimes, guys. Many people didn't get to take advantage of Bitcoin at its genesis, and that's okay, because as other alternative coins have come into the market, they've also grown. And that's why at the very beginning when I showed you the coinmarketcap.com, you saw that Dash was making a run right up into the $40 range. You saw that Ethereum's coin Ether was up in the $16 range, and actually over the weekend it was closer to $20. So what I'm telling people, guys, is many people are purchasing their power plans because there's a passive side of cryptocurrency. Right now, you can purchase a Power Plan 5, and you have 50,000 XE units, right? So let's say in the future you have 50,000 XE coins, and let's just say that the value goes up to a price point that you're comfortable with, and then you sell them. It can be $10, it can be $20, $100, whatever you decide at what price point you want to sell your XE coins. All of that margin in between is your profit, guys. So again, the passive component to these coins are phenomenal. And so let's say 6 months from now, a year from now, a power plan, let's say that the price point of the XECoin is going up steadily every single month or every single quarter. Well, guess what? You're not going to be able to get 50,000 units in a Power Plan 5 anymore. You might get 25,000. You might get 15,000. Again, I'm not clairvoyant. I don't claim to be. I didn't say in the Ramada Inn or anything like that. But I'm telling you this. I do know economics. And when there is more demand than there is supply, this price point is going to start to skyrocket, especially because it's going to be more stable in global public exchanges. So like I tell people, once again, it is not mandatory that you purchase a power plan, but many of you around the world are, because you're not missing out on basically what people call Bitcoin 2.0 this time around. So now let's talk about the loyalty award program, guys. You can customize your own reward. After 30 days, you may freely sell or trade 10% of your XEUs each and every month. Your coins, you can do whatever you want with them. Now, there is a loyalty reward until August 2017. You will receive 1.5% extra XEUs every week on all locked XEUs. So as an example, let me give you an example of how the Power On program works, guys. So let's say this is the Power On program with your XEUs. Excuse me. You have a weekly reward of 1.5%. Remember, 90% of your coins are locked. In this example, 10% would be unlocked. So just as an example, you could use 500 XEUs per sale on the platform. You could re-enter into the program unlimited, or you can purchase physical products from our parent company, XECoin. But let me show you what it looks like with a Power Plan 5, guys. So with a Power Plan 5, you would have 50,000 XEUs. Now imagine every week you get a 1.5% loyalty award. So in this example, it's 750 XEUs per week. So week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. Each week you got 750 XEUs in loyalty reward. 90% of your XEUs would be locked, so 45,000 XEUs. So as an example, guys, if 10% were unlocked, that would be 5,000 XEUs unlocked, and then your loyalty reward of 4 times 750 XEUs, right? Again, you could, as an example, use 500 XEUs per transaction on the platform. You could re-enter the program unlimited, or you could purchase physical products from our parent company. Pretty easy to understand, guys. I love the loyalty reward, because at the end of the day, if somebody was going to pay me Bitcoin or give me extra Bitcoin, I'll take it all day long. I tell people all the time, when I consult now, I don't ask for euros, I don't ask for dollars, rupees, nothing. I ask for Bitcoin. And in the future, guess what I'll be asking for? XECoin. So now let's talk about the XEU platform. So unmatched compensation plan that offers you an Infinity Direct sales bonus, a dual team bonus, an Infinity matching bonus, and a weekly loyalty award. This is the first way we get paid, ladies and gentlemen. It's called the Direct Sales Bonus. Once again, tonight you can secure your position for absolutely free, no risk, all reward, right? And on your very first generation, whether you have a paid power plan or not, you qualify for a 5% bonus. Now, as soon as you hit 2,000 euros in personal sales, you unlock another 3% on your second generation. So add it up. Now you're at 5 plus 3. That's 8% of a direct sales bonus. When you hit 10,000 euros in personal sales on your third generation, now you just opened up another 2%. So add it up, 5 plus 3 plus 2, that's 10% as a direct sales bonus every time you offer products, services, or digital currency packages around the world, guys. Now remember, I tell people this, generations are not levels. So every generation that you see right here, guys, could have 10, 20, 50, 100 levels. That's what's exciting, right? Because at the end of the day, I mean, literally, you could have 10 to 50 levels in Generation 1, 10 to 70 levels in Generation 2, 100, 200 levels in Generation 3. And guess what? You're making money every time you have direct sales. Now, one of the things that has people super excited is this infinity bonus. From your fourth generation to infinity, you can qualify for a 1% infinity bonus as soon as you hit 250,000 euros in personal sales. Now, for this infinity bonus, ladies and gentlemen, there's a caveat. You must have a Power Plan 5 package or higher to qualify for any infinity bonus, okay? So if we have an infinity bonus that we talk about tonight, if you want to maximize those bonuses, guys, you must at least have a Power Plan 5 package or higher. Now, remember, Generation 1, 2, and 3, you do not have to have a Power Plan 5. But anything that's an infinity bonus, guys, you do have to have a Power Plan 5 or higher. Now, all infinity bonuses are paid down to the next member in your team who qualifies. So obviously, the more members you get plugged in, guys, and the more members you invite to these webinars, and the more that they invite, guess what? The more people are going to be hitting these infinity bonuses. Now, the second way we get paid, guys, is called the dual team bonus, or as many of you know it, a binary compensation module. Now, the requirements are very easy. To qualify for this dual team bonus, you have to purchase a power plan. It doesn't matter if it's a Power Plan 1 or Power Plan 7. And you must have one personally sponsored paid marketing partner on your left and one personally sponsored paid marketing partner on your right. As soon as you do that, guys, you qualify for a 10% bonus on your pay leg or the lesser leg. And let me just give you an example. So let me see. Let me use some names from people that are on the webinar. I'll use Gwen and Charles. All right, so let's just use Gwen and Charles. So let's say that in this example, guys, Timmy is at the very top, right? Timmy just got started, and he personally sponsored Gwen Demby. So now Gwen Demby is his power leg, right? And Gwen, let's just say that she purchased a Power Plan 5, and Timmy purchased a Power Plan 5, and let's say that Charles purchased a Power Plan 5. So in this example, though, we're just going to say that Gwen is the power leg and that Charles is the pay leg, right? So if Gwen on her team right now on the power leg for Tim had 10,000 euros in group sales on the left side, and let's say Charles had 5,000 euros in group sales on the right side, Tim would earn 10% of the 5,000 euros in group sales on Charles's leg, because that's the lesser leg, right, the pay leg, and generate a bonus of 500 euros. That's pretty exciting, guys, because at the end of the day, many of you just got started and you're building massive teams already with massive volume. So imagine once we start getting bioactives out to the world, Vertigo, the Cube technology. I mean, guys, literally, there's so many products coming down the pipeline that your volume is going to be ridiculous. Now, when you hit 100,000 euros in personal sales, now you qualify for a 12% dual team bonus on your lesser leg, or as many of you know it, the pay leg. Again, guys, very, very easy to qualify. But what I tell people is you have to be hungry. You have to get qualified now. Make sure that you lock down your power plan and then go out and find 2 people, personally sponsor them, and make sure that they're paid and in the system, and you are qualified for a dual team bonus. Easiest way we get paid, guys. I tell everybody, it's easy to qualify, and you know, there's only 2 countries you can't do business in, Iran and North Korea, so I'm pretty sure out of 7.5 billion people, you can find at least 2 people that want to make some money around the world. So now let's talk about the infinity matching bonus. Guys, here, the minimum is you have to have at least 2,000 euros in personal sales, and you have to sponsor 3 personally sponsored and paid marketing partners on your left, 3 personally sponsored paid marketing partners on your right. As soon as you do that, remember, you have to have a power plan yourself. You qualify for a 5% infinity matching bonus on your first, second, third, and fourth generation. Now, guys, don't forget, when we talk about infinity matching bonuses, you must have a Power Plan 5 or higher. But remember, when we're talking about generations and you're getting paid a 5% bonus, you could have 10, 50 levels in your Generation 1. You could have, 10, 80 levels in Generation 2, 10, 90 levels in Generation 3, 100, 200 levels in Generation 4. So that 5% is going to actually add up, guys. But what has people super excited, people that are top recruiters in other companies around the world, people that are top money earners in other countries around the world, people that are gravitating to our company, is this infinity matching bonus, guys. From the 4th generation to infinity, you can qualify for a 5% infinity matching bonus as soon as you hit 500,000 euros in personal sales. Now remember, guys, that's 5% on your entire team all the way to infinity. All the way to infinity. That's exciting. And all infinity bonuses are paid down to the next member in your team who qualifies. And I will tell you one thing, guys. Make sure that you get as many people qualified as possible. Why? Because you want to change their family's financial future. Because when you start worrying more about other people than you do yourself, money is going to chase you. It's like karma, right? The universe, whatever you believe in, Buddha, our Lord Jesus Christ, Allah. Guys, when you help others and you take the eyes off yourself, doors just open, right? Money chases you. You're able to do things for others. This is why I keep telling everybody, plug into our training so that we can teach you how to help others around the world. Because there is a method to the madness, and there is a way that people will show you how to win massively in 2017 and beyond. So now the payout rules. 60% is paid out every single Friday that you can withdraw to your bank, your debit card, or use in our shop. Now that is paid out to your cash account, or what we will call your current account. And now the other 40% will be paid out every single Friday so you can buy XECoins. And that will be paid out in your reserve account. So guys, remember this. When you're creating an industry, right, a project where you have so much demand and not enough supply, people are going to go crazy for the coin, right? People are going to want more and more coin. They're going to want to buy coin from you from countries you cannot even pronounce. But these payout rules apply to your dual team bonus and your infinity matching bonus, guys. On your direct sales, 100% of your direct sales get paid out into your current account or your cash account. Again, the company is trying to put as much money in your e-wallet as soon as possible, as fast as possible, so you can win massively. So now let's set your target and receive amazing awards. So obviously, guys, our company wants to reward our marketing partners around the world for all their hard work. On your screen, you're looking at a Vertigo dock, a TAG Heuer smartwatch, an electronic bike, a King Power Hublot watch, a BMW i8 Spider. Guys, this is a 150,000 euro vehicle. I think it's like $180,000. I want you to write down the color of your BMW i8. I don't care if it's red, black, brown, polka dotted, butterflies, boxing gloves. It's your BMW i8, guys. You deserve to have whatever color makes your heart desire, right? So pick your color, guys, because if you write it down, I'm pretty sure that you're gonna see it every day and you're gonna achieve it every day. Now, what I want you to see down here, this is a 1 million euro villa, guys. Whatever 1 million euros will buy you, the company will place that villa when you qualify for this, and many of you will, right, because you are hungry. When you qualify for this villa, you can put it in Hawaii, Thailand, Greece, Turkey, Spain, Italy, Russia. It is your villa, guys. You can put it wherever you want around the world. Just make sure you save me a room so that I can Snapchat your parties and do a webinar right here and there. I promise I'll only stay for a week, and then I'll go to the next person's villa. But guys, I want all of y'all to win massively in 2017 and beyond, and it is possible. I don't care what anybody tells you. Don't let them steal your dreams, because you have not given up as an entrepreneur. That's why you're on this webinar tonight. Somebody cared about you, about your family's financial future. So they shared this company with you. They shared this global project with you. And guess what? You're going to win big. This is your time. Do not listen to anybody else except you. So now our recognition plan qualifications are pretty simple, guys. We only have 9 levels. As an example, when you hit gold, that's when you qualify for your PIN and your Vertigo dock. When you hit emerald, now you qualify for your PIN, your smartwatch, and your electronic bike. All you rubies will be getting your PIN and your Hublot King Power watch. All you sapphires will get your PIN and your 50,000 euro pension fund. And obviously all you diamonds in the rough, guys. There's many of you on this webinar tonight. When you hit diamond, guys, you're going to get your PIN and your BMW i8 Spider. But guess what? Many of you are not going to be satisfied with diamond. Many of you are going to keep pushing every single day, winning every single day, helping others every single day. And when you hit Royal Diamond, now you're going to qualify for your PIN and your 1 million euro smart villa. Guys, I'm telling you, it's achievable. You can do this. With the industries that we're working in, it is absolutely possible for you to qualify for these rewards. And many of you will. And many of you remember this day, whether it takes you 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever. You'll remember this day because this is a day that you said, you know what? I'm going to go out there and win massively, and I'm going to help others. And that shift in mind, in your mindset, guys, is going to take you to places you've never been. It's going to take you to countries you can't even pronounce. It's going to allow you to hear stories from people that you helped around the world. And it's going to happen. So on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, this is our main office in Singapore. Look how beautiful that looks. And for many of you that joined us at our Asian Power event in Bangkok, thank you very much. You got to see the Bioactus product live and in living color. You actually probably got some samples too. Our next event is going to be in Cyprus, guys, and we hope that each and every one of you can make it out. We hope that you can get back with the person that invited you to this webinar tonight. Make sure you secure your position and shout from the top of your rooftop, right? Because, guys, literally, this train is not going to wait for anybody. It's moving along. We're almost at 55,000 marketing partners worldwide, guys. A year from now, ask me that, and I'll tell you that, you know, I remember the days when we had 10,000. I remember the days when we had 50,000. I remember the days when we had 100,000. Guys, this company is growing leaps and bounds, and we can't do it without talented people such as yourselves. So make sure you secure that position tonight, guys. Lock in your power plan, because I'll tell you this. For those of you that are behind your power plan, many of you are buying multiple power plans, 6 months from now, a year from now, 18 months from now, 24 months from now, you're going to be very, very excited when that passive component kicks in and you're able to Snapchat it or YouTube it, right? Send a video to the world and say, hey, I am so glad I took advantage of my timing. But other than that, guys, never stop dreaming. Never stop believing. Always keep moving forward. And my name is Max Garza III, calling in out of North America. I thank you very much for spending some time with us on this Power On Xpress company overview. We will see you again Saturday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, guys. God bless, and this webinar is now adjourned.